Hi guys, welcome back to 4-Wheel Drive's Life. Last year when I compared my Toyota Tundra to my friend John's Powerwagon, I concluded that I definitely need at least one locker and some more aggressive tires to be able to get my truck as capable as the Powerwagon in the stock form except the 37-inch KO2 tires. And within the last year, I've slowly modified my truck, added the rear locker, switched to mud terrain tires, and got all the skid plates and a high clearance front bumper. And now I want to see if my Tundra is as capable as a stock Powerwagon on 37s and can hang with the big boys. So we headed to our local off-road park, Famous Riding Outdoors, and compared our trucks again, a year apart from last comparison. First obstacle, 2-step climb, consists of 2 very steep climbs with a flat area in the middle. A very rainy day on top of the sizable rocks and steep incline is still no match for the Powerwagon's front and rear locker and the Hemi engine. Okay, it's Tundra's turn. As you may have already known, I'm trying to slowly crawl any obstacles first.
See how the rear
and if I
locker
really
does.
couldn't get up the obstacle or get over it, I will give a little bit of speed, but I rarely use a lot of momentum, just my style of driving. As you can see, the vehicle is in 4-low and rear locker on. With the mud terrain tires, it's doing the job. It's making it look much easier than it actually is.
Still a little front wheel spin.
Both vehicles were aired down to 18 to 20 psi.
Smooth. I got hung up on something when I was coming up, and it pretty much acted like a chalk in front of my wheel. I want to do it again. Okay, lockers for the win. Yep. Smooth. Lockers for the win, baby.
Now here is the same climb with a different camera angle. So since my attack plan was to crawl up as slow as possible, my foot was barely on the pedal. It was just 4-low doing the work. This was also the first couple of times I've used my Geolandar MTG003 tires off-road, and I was very impressed. And from here you can really tell how steep this climb was, as my rear bumper was catching the rocks on the floor, on the ground.
Lockers for the win, baby.
And thanks Josh for telling me I didn't waste my money on the locker. Alright, rolling rock hill. This is where the Powerwagon really shines. It's rocky, it's super rocky. It's super steep, and you need a lot of momentum. Like the Powerwagon is going to show you how it's done. And don't forget it was downpouring, so the rocks are very slick as well. So naturally, right off the bat, I was at the disadvantage here because I didn't want to send my vehicle up that rocky hill, given my vehicle was much lower than the Powerwagon. It's on 35, so it's like 2-inch lift. However, Powerwagon is like stock on 37s, but it's still much taller than my truck. So I was very much relying on my spotters and trying to finesse my way up that rocky ledge. Given that it was extremely wet and slick due to the downpouring rain, which you can see here in the picture. Even I wouldn't even try it with my last set of KO2s, but now I'm trying to test out my mud terrains and see how it does.
Let the rock. Yep. Just let it use the wheel. Climb up on it.
It's interesting how this section of the trail become from the past year of off-roading. As some of you may remember from the comparison video a year ago, I was able to do this without a locker, with all-terrain tires. I would say fairly easily initially, but now since the trail has been damaged or rutted out a lot more than last year, it's a very difficult trail climb, just even when it's dry. I wouldn't even consider attempting it without a lift or fully armed underneath my Tundra.
Yep, keep it hard. Now keep a little bit more. All right, now start straightening out. Good. You're dug in a hole on your back tire.
It was at this moment I realized I wasn't able to make it up on that side. So I'm trying to give it a shot from the left side, or from the driver's side of the trail, where I've had success before taking this as a bypass or easier route.
Keep going.
But
hard driver,
in the
hard
rain
driver.
today, I just didn't feel like
Hard driver.
pushing it much harder than I already did. See that slab of boulder on my passenger side? I wasn't able to climb it up that because now that I'm seeing that, it's probably because of the rain made it very slick, and I did not have front locker, so my entire rear axle was digging a hole, which won't help in this case. Without a front locker, I was not going anywhere. So eventually I had to back down the hill, failed this obstacle. So end of the day, I think Powerwagon is still much more capable than my Tundra, even with my 2-inch lift and 35-inch tires, and the rear locker. For me to get my Tundra to the Powerwagon level, I'm assuming I will need 37s, long travel, and front locker as well. And I agree with people saying that I need to push it a little harder, but it's just not my style of driving. Plus, I think with the same amount of pushing, Tundra is going to break down much faster than a 2500 Ram Powerwagon. Okay, if you want to see the two trucks compared a year ago, please click on the center screen right now. Thank you for watching, have a good one.